Hello, traders. Welcome to the January 2nd stream. First day of trading on Wall Street of 2025. Second day for Bitcoin, and where it was looking kind of interesting on a few time scales. We caught some price action. A rally that kind of makes sense because there's just not much there between 92K and 99K. Today we got as high as $97,776.99 and no higher. I figured we might have seen 98,250 at least, but no, short of that inflection zone. But doesn't have to go up immediately. I mean, that's a pretty good start. So what we were maybe starting to see happen over the holidays, some exhaustion
hey Mitch,
from sellers.
Where's Ruby? Are we gonna see her fundamentals again one day? Cheers, bro. Fist.
Is that a joint?
She's hanging out. She's hanging out at her place. You know, I mean, we hung out for New Year's, but I'm sure you'll see her at some point. Yeah, I know y'all miss her, man. I know. But I guess if we're dating, y'all are vicariously dating her too, right? Is that how it works? I don't know. Thanks, dude. So 4 hour, you were getting an 8 hour. Really, it was the 8 hour more than the 4 hour, where that divergence on the RSI looked, and the MACD really just looks so good, just like we saw back in October, that local low. And we've rallied off of that, but not, again, nothing crazy yet. Still waiting on 98,250, 99K. Not sure if we'll break it, right? We don't act like we know if, buyers are going to be able to summon the demand to overwhelm the supply that exists at overhead resistance. Even if it didn't, you would hope, even if it didn't, right? We'd pull back, we'd catch some sort of pivot somewhere, make a higher low, and that would strengthen the argument for Bitcoin, right? Reaccumulation, and then we break it. Then we eventually see an 88% retrace, which is what a dragon is, a premature W shape. You think with the wave structures, we maybe have something like this going on. It just might take a while to get there, as they C to D waves tend to do that. Then at that point, we might have a rising wedge. We could have bearish divergence. Everything could change where it doesn't look as good up there. Or it just pauses. We go sideways for a couple weeks and we just break to all-time highs. Either way, I figure like maybe we're working on that. Maybe. A lot of work to be done still. Chad, are you okay? Did you survive, recover from the holidays? We were just live yesterday, looking at a bunch of stuff. Some better than others.
Happy New Year, Mitch. Here's to a fruitful 2025.
Cash Money, thanks for the 22 repeating, of course. Leroy Jenkins, style contribution, thank you, man. Yeah, I mean, fruitful. I mean, day one was pretty fruitful for crypto, but mixed bag for big tech. Tesla, oof. That, they broke supports. Dow Jones down a little bit. Remember, the Dow Jones is the one where I'm just not really interested in a tweezer top reversal on a monthly. Like, I don't like that, so... But hey, man, how about ones where it was a no-brainer with the framework? It was, the one. It was a trade setup. What was it? Thinking about the ticker. I mean, Ascent is Ace is one, but the one that was real nice was oh yeah, NNOX. My God, man, look what they've done. They're pulling a QBTS. They're pulling a RGTI, they're pulling an Archer on it, kind of, as of today, highest level since this summer. We'll take gander at it. But like, all right, that's your Bitcoin. Let's go to the daily one more time. As you can see, going for the highest daily candle close since Christmas Day. Going for the highest daily candle close of the year. We want to look at the monthly real quick. Why not? It's a new month, man. Remember, like, you know, oh, it's potential shooting star right after a breakout candle. Context is kind of weird. You're normally looking for those at the very tip top and ends of runs. So I'm just saying, man. What if we just engulf it and we run back up to 108? That'd be wonderful. Remember, cut with Hendelman on monthly. The longer term target, it could take months. You might rage quit crypto 10 times before we see 121. But that's the measured move of the cut with handle. Gold did it. And 27.83 or whatever. Gold had a good rally today. Maybe they're bottoming it out here. Maybe. It's actually looking really interesting. Okay, so fret not on the new month. Up 3.74% already in its day 2 of 2025. Not bad. So it started with the 8 hour, the 12 hour. Daily wasn't doing too much outside of maybe that inverse or the inverted hammer or something with a wick on the bottom side. And some supports. It's just begun, hopefully. Okay. Bitcoin dominance. Remember, we had a bearish engulfing candle yesterday. We had the lowest daily candle close since December 15th. Seems like today we saw a 200-day simple moving average be tested and recovery off the lows and actually up on the day 0.08%. Meh. All right. Just checking it out. You know, Ethereum was pretty much in line with the performance of Bitcoin. So, about all that being said,
since we started out on Bitcoin, let's go further into crypto.
Ethereum, you know, it's up today, going for the highest daily close since Christmas Day. I guess on the lesser time scales. Wasn't too much of a structure that stuck out as amazing for a swing trader. I mean, you did from this previous low to high make an 88% retrace. I mean, that's one thing you got going for you. And the sellers have tried a multitude of times to retest those lows from December 19th, 20th, but they haven't been able to. But at the same time, it's nice to see one low, a second low. We have not been able to break 3580 yet. I mean, that's when time to get excited, when buyers were able to take out the overhead resistance between 3520, 3580. We just haven't done it yet, so it's been lagging for sure. And that's it. That's what we're waiting for. You all want to have your alerts set up, you know, 35, 40-ish level. Okay, that's where I want to do it. Sorry, missing the Sugar Bowl. Kind of was watching that, you know. Hey man, Georgia scored, but dang, it's been pretty bad. Georgia's defense is awesome, but still. All right. Ethereum, meh. If you wanted to at this point, wouldn't you just have a stop at like 32.90 or something? Yeah, I don't think you would want to own Ethereum at this point on the 12-hour below these swing lows from the 26th to today. At that point, it's probably going to go down to 3,100 or 3,090. If you were trying to mess with it, okay, it's tough, man. It's tough. Trying to push it, trying to make it happen. Those are not the best setups, even if it's gonna go up next. XRP. It's beautiful. Still up 3.5%. This is about where it was up. I mean, at the open, the new day yesterday, it pumped like this immediately. So you just kind of sideways all day, but still doing very well.
YouTube tipped $26.99. Uruguayan peso, stock, Unity software please when you get going. HNY 2025, 0.007831991 ETH.
YouTube, Luke, thanks for the 27, 26-ish, 26.99. We'll look at Unity. We will. Happy New Year to you as well. Thank you for the Ethereum contribution. Let's go, dude. Yep. I mean, on this, you have not broken a supply line yet. If you wanted to, I mean, you had an M shape, it seems like, the type 2 return up here. It's not the best area to be identifying that type of framework, but it was there, and they have reversed it so far, but went higher high than previous local swing high. I mean, you really want to start making moves above 261 soon, and then I'll feel a lot better about this, and at the same time break the supply line. But hey, it's been great couple days. My God, man, are you kidding me? Just think about it on the new year. The new year, XRP is up 15.67% on the new month. 15.67%. It's just kind of like sometimes new month, new price action, sometimes, or new year, new price action, new month, new year, same price action. Insane. Crazy enough. Remember what happened 2 days ago? We had the highest monthly candle close in XRP history, and they're just continuing to pump this thing with 0 wicks to the downside on the month. Like, there was not one person that sold XRP when the clock struck midnight. Beautiful. Animal Spirit looking you're not getting that on some big tech, really. You're not getting that now. Okay, XRP, nice. Solana up 7%. And great news, we broke 198. That was a huge deal. I mean, that makes me feel really good. I mean, we're breaking that. That's such a real, those overhead resistances, those candle closes from 2021 and 2022. That's awesome. And they were testing that for a week, right? And so now, okay, we got to break 208.58. It's a candle high close back from October 2021, and it's a major reversal point from March 2024. So it's just, man, I love assets when, okay, they're recapturing levels and they're reconfirming them as support, and there's no adversity, there's no controversy looking left like we have on Solana. There's just so much crap that the buyers got to break through to feel like more comfortable. Like, just the upside potential could be more nebulous. It's more controversial. Like the positive momentum building off of yesterday's first level since November 25th. So that's really good. We probably got a supply line, right? Of course. Yeah, then we had a channel. Oh, you're up against it. Look at that, chat. Look at that.
Oh, would you look at that?
There's a supply line. But will there be enough demand to breach that supply line? Big ifs. Big if true, true if big. RSI at its highest reading since early December. Highest level positive Momo since the 24th of November. Okay, good start, but let's see some more follow through. Gonna require Bitcoin probably running to 99K. These alts have been having a good time. BNB flat today, but yeah, it's flat, but dude, it's trading at some insanely good levels right now. Or we were talking about Solana. There's just all these overhead resistances, 2021, even locally, lately. Oh God, right there. BNB is different. It is currently trading above the old all-time high from 2021. It just is. And right now, it's just kind of sandwiched between that old all-time high and the all-time high put in early June of last year, 2024. So if they can ever break that 719 level, I think this thing's gonna explode, man. $800, $1,000. Man, once they get that above, again, the level to break, I can't even see it really. Is this right here? Sorry, let me get it. The level to break 721.83. Yep, 721.80. Above that is Moon. There's still an active trade set up on this if you're a patron. The entry was down at like the 620s though. So it's not dead yet. It is not dead yet. Even though it looks like classic distribution's going on, that could still be valid too. They could dump this thing, but that's fine. All right, it's not our job to like know exactly which way this thing's gonna break next, but I think it is a redeeming quality when an asset is, formally regarding an old all-time resistance, an old cycle top as support, and it's been doing it pretty much since the 24th of December. So let's just see. It could have its day, man. It could be a headline pump day. Do not sleep on BNB. It is pretty poised right here. Yeah, I like it. I like BNB. Okay, Dogecoin. You don't care about Doge? It's like, okay, cool that it's up 4.6%. I love it, man. It's that it did that today. Can we please recapture 35 cents? Can we please just do this, and then maybe something like this? Oh my God, if we could get that, we could post a trade setup. It'd be so easy. Because if it does that, you get a high probability of this, and maybe even this. So let's get back above. It's not my opinion. I'm not plotting these lines. The composite operator is the one who dictates where these levels in the sand are. You see, the composite man decided in August 2021. He decided in October 2021. This will be the reversal point. This will be the inflection point going forward. And here we are. We're testing the bottom of it as resistance. We got to break it and back test it as support, and I'll be really intrigued, okay, again with Dogecoin, because then it would be like, wow, that was as deep as they could take this thing. That's it, a 28-cent support. And look what's happening today. Chat, bring out the Michael Scott gif. Oh my God, it's happening. First level of positive momentum about to be painted in 6 minutes. Confirmed since November 24th. So let's freaking, that's like, chat, are you awake?
Hype in the chat!
Let's go Dogecoin. We have just a little bit more work to do. Have your alerts set up. They break that thing, we could be in business again. And again, above 35.5 cents, it could be very fast. We see how much percentage upside if they break that level? 26 to 27% upside. Okay, just looking at it. Let's look at that monthly. Just starting out okay. Again, it's all look, man, you can see it. It's very real on the monthly too. 35.5 cents. Break it, we're in business. We're in business to go right back up to 45 cents. All right. Gainers today. I want you to see Pirate Chain. Arrgh. Look at this, chat. Okay, remember, this was a very successful trade setup. It was perfect. It was like we were the composite operator himself. It was unreal. It's like, how do you even make this up? How you can't fake this, okay? You cannot fake constructing trading plans like this. It makes sense, right? You're buying low. You're identifying a structural development at those inflection points at the bottom. More than before. This one took a minute, right? It did take a little longer than I would have wanted, but it never got stopped out. And what did it do? It hit target 1 and then target 2, and that was it. And it is virtually round tripped back to entry. It never quite got right back down to entry. But how interesting is it that around where that entry is again, there's, maybe this is it. Like they're painting an M shape. They're working on a bullish engulfing candle today, and they are defending the 200-day simple moving average. And in 3 minutes and 50 seconds, we will have the first level of positive momentum on the daily since November 29th. When that builds, man, this might be it. It's very intriguing, where it's like, hey, the trade completed, target 1, 2. This could be the next trade setup on R that's already developed. How long did it take? How long did it take for this M shape to develop? We're talking 60 days, 2 months, man. That's a good, solid pattern. 1, 2, 3 months. Yeah, those are good patterns. Reliable patterns when they conclude their development. So I'm very interested here. I wish it would have hit the 886. What did it do? Literally hit an 84% retrace. All right, very close to the target area. So you go in on lesser time scales, and you start seeing some very nice divergence, right? The low, the lower low, all of a sudden you're going sideways. Like the momentum has shifted, or the momentum is stalled for the sellers. There's no longer major selling pressure anymore. 12-hour, 8-hour. Yeah, you do have like divergence. It could be better, but in the end, man, it's kind of wild. A 60-day large M shape, pretty much complete here, where you're getting near actionable areas. If you're not there, you're very, very close. Okay, just thought that'd be interesting. Thought y'all would get a kick out of that. $410, same price as 1987. Man, that's boomer stocks, right? They should just put Bitcoin on their strategic reserves now, like on their balance sheet. IOTA's up 7+%. You know, look like, oh, maybe there's an M shape, or not an M shape. Maybe there's a confirmation low here. Bullish and golden candle yesterday, certainly catching follow through. Just a top gainer. INJ. Man, there's that 1 and 2, right? Like that could very well be going on. You see 1 and then 2 there. And very, very close to an M-shaped completion, if not there. Remember, you're like there. I mean, that's like a, hey man, maybe trading plan, like a trade setup on INJ. Just trade. I mean, just the stop probably below 1875 somewhere. I know that's pushing it because you're up 6% today, but it's very interesting down here. This is deep value perceived area and maybe a newly established uptrend. You are trading below the 200 moving average though. Oof. Below all moving averages, in fact. Oh. But we can identify a pattern here. Let's see if we move that right there. Man, that's really interesting. The swing low from April 2024. You can see price action there. Not that much, but that might be the level where one could try to strategize that swing low. Along with maybe we do this one too. Yeah, that might be your zone. I don't know. I would still try to maybe put it below the yesterday's low. I don't think you'd want to be messing with it below that. So there is like an idea here. You do have an idea, right, where this thing ended, but all of a sudden something changed, right? Momentum shifted. There was no longer lower lows. We're talking about a correction that lasted. I mean, really, like the correction lasted like 236 days on INJ, man. And now you're starting to get a bullish reversal structure going on, an M shape. These are reliable, and here it is, like right there it is, chat. The daily candle has closed, the highest daily candle close of the year 2025 for Bitcoin and many alts, most alts. Anyone want to take a shot on that? Anyone at all want to take a shot on INJ? I think above $22, you got some real nice potential upside to $30. What just happened? No, never mind. Just fourth down. Okay, something to look at here. All right. I bet you it looks better on like the 12-hour. Very, very visible stuff. Hold on a sec. Man. Yeah, all the higher lows coming in. There's the level here starting to be defended successfully. Man, if you look at it like this, though, like this low, and this is a swing low, and they're just defending it.
Been holding RGTI because of quantum technology. All indicators look pretty cooked at this point, but I'd love your thoughts. Christ bless up.
Thank you, dude. What if we get a 3-to-1 here? I don't know if we could. Man, it'd be cutting it close, real close. Dang, man, you'd have to just be like stop loss at the support. But the thing is, it's tested once and twice now, so it's like, all right, That'd be the only way I could see how you could do this, you know? Oh, sorry. Let me only way I could see how it would work, right? And then, you know, you'd have to go target 2 would be like $44. I mean, this is the only way I could see INJ. And I just mean like this thing is reversing course completely. And that's tough to say, man, if that's going to happen. It's just some S coin, dude. 276 day long correction. I think this might be the only way I could look at wanting to try to trade this, right? This sign off chat, you get me? Yes, no, maybe so. Anyone got anything to say? It doesn't look like you'll have much to say about this. No, just like a static video. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna post it, man. It's like you just can't. It's there. It's all there. Like, and it's a good argument. I don't care what you say, really. The argument is there. You have the ability to manage risk. You have good upside potential if it actually is confirming a bottom, which is why this is being published, because you have that confirmation low at a key support at an 886 and M-shaped completion. It's a harmonic, technical indicators, I guess chart patterns. I don't think there's anything wrong with this. Nothing at all, man. This is exactly how assets look. You know it. If you've been in this community a long time, this is exactly what they look like before they do stuff like this. Yeah. And everyone's scared, and I don't know, man. I'm a little worried about everything going to the INJ economy and the on-chain analytics or whatever, but oh crap, man. Hold on. By the way, total getting real close to invalidating this potential head and shoulders. I'd love that. Give me a second. I just published it and didn't let me copy it somehow. The Bolkowski bump, a little bit, I guess. I just think it's the momentum shifted and the momentum halted, and now the momentum is subtly in the hands of the buyers, but it's so quiet. It's like the calm before the storm situation. Oh. Brad, no comment about all the stats, dude. The heck, man. Left me on red. This will leave you on red too. So yeah, that's INJ. It's very interesting there. Let's see what happens. $30 target if this is actually holding. All right, Ravencoin, dude. I mean, it's like trade setup viable. I mean, like to a degree, right? I mean, look at this. This is crazy. You were at the top of the bottom of the inflection zone, if that makes sense. Top of the bottom of the range, and you're testing that 200 moving average. You're real close to an 886. God, I wish we could have gotten there, man. But you're just, this is like things are finally starting to come around. Nothing to do all Christmas. Oh God. Hey, in actuality, it's more like a freaking Gartley. Like it is a Gartley, man. You kidding me? How is this real life? We got a bullish Gartley on Ravencoin, and the pattern completion zone happens to be at that pristine swing low, going back to May 2022. November 2022, March 2023, or 2020, or July of last year, a bunch of times. It's all resistance, all flipping to support. You could take a trade setup. Like, are you kidding? Resistance, 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 resistance is flipping to support. Buyers flipping it. Positive momentum building today, possibly. What the heck? What world are we living in? This is great. How we trade it's tougher. It's a little tougher just because, like, man, it would be better if we could get down to 1.7 cents again. And then they hit the 886, and it's like, oh, go figure. But you could have some way below the 200 moving average. You could have some sort of plan like this. Again, the stop isn't the best. But I think the A point would be your target 1. Target 2 would probably be 4.1 cents. I mean, it's possibly worth a shot. If you really want to trade a Gartley, it could be like that. I mean, look how pretty it looks on the 12-hour, probably even better on the 8-hour. It's like really, the price action's so interesting, right? Because it's like they violated it on the 19th, and the 20th they recaptured it. But then you look at this, it's like microscope coming in. You can see the buyers, what they've done once and then twice. It's so immaculate. We know that this 1.998 level is perfectly plotted. You saw it earlier. We've had this thing plotted for literal years, this level. And that's some extremely positive price action correlation, which is a big part of like why we would, you know, take a long on an asset. Not just the M shape. You got confirmation lows and it's perfect tests. But it had been resistance all throughout 2024. Are you kidding me, man? From June all the way to freaking November, it was resistance, and now it's flipping to support. So I would just say that, like, right, you have an argument, despite if it fails, right? These things can fail. They can. Okay, might as well publish it. It's for education, man. Like you'd be trading this if it was anything else. If it wasn't Ravencoin, if it was Google or Amazon, or if it was gold, or if it was cocoa futures. This is how you size things up with true traditional technical analysis, harmonics, price action. Technical indicators out the yin yang, man, because of that price action. Price action, positive price action correlation to levels is a technical indicator. It definitely is. And it might pull back, and you might get a little bit better entry too. So you might luck out here. But that's phenomenal. Okay, no cream. Shiba, they're really trying to hold on to this level too, man. This is great stuff. One time and two times, they have not been able, the sellers have been unable to really break that after the buyers recaptured it. So there could be a lot of upside. They could take it, you could go all the way up to 2,700 if they actually hold here. Wow.
Hey Mitch, can we take a look at FET and TIA? Thank you. Happy New Year.
Oh, thank you, dude. Yeah, we'll look at FET and TIA. Just think here, man. Just know, like, this level is real. Like, you can't argue. It's just real. They made it real. Oh my God, for years. It's a level where if it holds, then you go right back up 2,700 to 2,900. Over and over. They did it in this year or last year, 2024. Okay, so it's holding. So they could very well, like, if they're going to hold it successfully, okay, easy, 19 to 25% upside on Shiba if it holds, okay? And they have been holding it, confirmed it. We'll see. Is that on my watch list? Maybe not. I don't know. Artificial super intelligence. That old wedge, man. I haven't been here in a while. A nice bottoming base they're putting in here. Oh, wow. Look. Look where they're doing it. Dang, man. That old all-time high from September 2021. You see it? It was resistance. And then it was support. Then it broke and dumped. And then they recaptured it. And it's like, man, that's risk management levels, right? Like, if you hold that, it's probably like a little zone here. You could gray it out, make it a little easier to see. That'd be your line in the sand on FET. If you wanted to trade it, your stop would probably be either below 118 or 111, two strategic levels. Yeah, I mean, you got an M shape here. It's at support. No real discernible type 2, but it just kind of is more like Raven. It's very similar to Ravencoin. Just is. So you've got a chance, man. It's another 60% retrace, but it's a big old, 886 there. It's a Bartley Gartley. Yeah. So you can manage risk. What would your target be if it was going to rally off this? History kind of tells you 159, swing low, swing high, up thrust, swing high, swing low. Yeah, that's your target, and that's not that much upside. You'd probably have to be, if you were going to trade this here with a stop loss somewhere below 118 or 111, you would have to swing for 223, the top of the harmonic. That's the only way it would be equitable here if you were going to have a strategic stop. If you wanted a tight stop, you might get stopped out, and it'd still be okay above the levels. But yeah, I think your target would be 220 if it was going to run here off the lows. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting here. Like a lot of, just think about it, they put the low in August of last year, and like ever since then, the sellers, there's just too much demand. The sellers are unable to come even close to pushing the price near those levels again. So that's really, really good stuff. Okay.
Anonymous tipped $25. Good day, Mitch. Another S-Coin Hosky / US Mex clone targets.
Hosky, like Hoskinson son's son. Thanks, man. All right, that's FET. Jonathan, we okay, dude? Just making sure.
I like turtles.
Tia coin, same stuff, kinda, maybe. Tia coin, yikes. Ugh. So bad, man. For so long. Yeah, I mean, you're obviously at the bottom here, but how many times are they gonna test this crap? Yeah, I mean, it's 432 or 423 is the bottom, 725 is the top. So it's like you stop loss below $4 or about around $4 and let it ride to 725. That's crazy. That's good upside, right? I mean, if it did just run back up. Dang, dude, like 40% upside. Wow. So it's in a range, and you're near the bottom of a range, certainly. So, yeah, you could take a shot if you want it on Tia. No one's gonna stop you, dude. Like, it's just, dang, man, what a beaten down scrub. I mean, this is like a big old M shape. The whole thing's an M shape. But dude, July, I mean, you're talking 6 months, man, of just nothing. But if you were gonna buy a range, you're trying to go as close to 423 as possible. You're at $5, so you're near the bottom end of it. Buy low, sell high, right? Okay. I know we had another stock request though, and then that'd be it. But yeah, let's just take a look at the index funds, and we'll get to the stock request. So here's your S&P 500.
JS Super chatted $32.33. Can we check that ETF PLS?
JS, thanks so much for the
32.33 repeating, of course.
Yeah, we'll look at the DAPP ETF. None. Thank you. Bad tokenomics on TIA. Well, yeah, because it's doing that and Bitcoin's at 96K. Yeah, that's bad tokenomics. Scrub. Well, on the S&P, it was down 0.25% today. It's up after hours 0.12%, whatever. And I remember this thing hit a high to low, 1618. Even back tested it. You put in your first lower high in a long time, and you did have your lowest. Oof, is that real? S&P 500 today had its lowest daily candle close since November 5th. That happened since the election. Whoa. But hey, wouldn't a reversal or a head and shoulders or anything, a wedge breakout, wouldn't it all make sense at or slightly above the 1.618 fib extension? Yeah, it would. So this thing went lower to go fill that gap. I can't be that surprised. It's not much further like down. I mean, that is barely anything. So if it just, okay, we're going to go fill the gap. It's down 1.47% downside potential. Woo. I think that'd be a good target. You'd want to see a pullback of some sort, something like this again, so we could just, you can't have good trade setups present themselves or be constructed until you get pullbacks like this. When things are up here like this, there's just not much to do. You got to look for some small cap, NOXX or whatever, you know, you got to find something random out there on Wall Street. You can't, I mean, big tech, how you swing trading that? You're not. You're just holding it at the crazy highs. So, okay, Dow Jones. Is it over for Georgia? Looks like it is. Put money on Notre Dame. Just because, like, what? I mean, Georgia's going to have a first-time quarterback. Wow, what a freaking jump right there, dude. Are you kidding me? Okay, here's your Dow Jones. Remember, the monthly tweezer top is what concerns me a lot. I don't. It's going to go up and down maybe this month, but I'm thinking probably reversing for a deeper retrace. Man, you come back to 42K, it'd be wonderful. Come to the 200 moving average at 40,800. Come all the way back down to 40K. That'd be wonderful. Just, you need corrections to happen for amazing trade setups to develop. You have to. You mean good, amazing, pristine trade setups occurred because 2022 happened? Yeah, and then in 2023 they all started maturing, like the churning, and oh, the patterns start becoming visible, discernible to all of us. Composite Man's accumulation structures, his buying campaign ongoing for a year. Dang, dude, really good stuff. All because 2022 had to happen. And it's a great testament to life, chat. Some of the worst events that happen in our lives end up becoming the biggest blessings because they change the full trajectory of our lives. To where you would look back once your life is completely changed because of those major events, those bad major catalysts in your life, and you say, man, if that didn't happen, I wouldn't be where I am right freaking now. It's the same thing with corrections. You got to get these pullbacks, these drawdowns on these index funds, on these individual big stocks. You got to get them so we can get the most beautiful trade setups we've ever dreamed of. You can't trade up here. You can't swing. It's impossible. Like, there's nothing up here. Just premium, high premium, insane run, Rudy Poo, la la land. Nothing to do. Let it keep on doing it. Sure. Dude, is chat that dead? What the happened? We're at 96.7 and no one will type. All right. Wow. I don't even get it, man. Okay, NASDAQ. Oh, look, completion of a butterfly. Lowest daily candle close on the NASDAQ composite since November 29th. Maybe they pivot it here and we get lucky and it runs to the 1618. You're biding your time, but could have type 2 already. I think a good target would be 18,653. But again, when you're up at these, it's just, you're either going to pause, consolidate sideways and rip higher, or this is where it reverses, where we get a much deeper pullback. We go fill a gap at 18.4. Everything pulls back, you know, like Meta, all of big boys. And yeah, then all of a sudden, wow, pullback. That means we got something we can work with for some value, and we can, so some inverse head and shoulders develop, some sort of reason to take strategic longs on assets. That happens on pullbacks. We're not getting it. We don't have it quite yet. We're just, oh, hey, maybe we're close due to this W shape here. Wow. IBIT ETF 2.2 billion. That has to be a record, right? Maybe, maybe not. Crazy though. There's no reason why we wouldn't go to 98 to 99K today, tomorrow. I mean, just to go test it and fail and dump miserably. But there's just nothing here. Like, we never really reversed here before. Like, truly, I mean, it's like always 98 250 to 99K. So I figure we got a little more upside.
Stomp, please. Thanks for all the gains in 2024. First profitable year trading thanks to your teachings. Kings.
Mac M, thanks for the $25 contribution, man. Thank you, dude. So IWM sideways, flat. I mean, it's pulled back. That's cool and all. Is there much of an edge? Not really. It's not at real inflection points. I would wait for 213. You're in between 230 and 213. I'm just looking at this and it's like, ugh. Just churning, chopping, underperforming. Hey, but it keeps making higher lows. If it pivoted here, it'd still be the same low. Both these lows would be higher than all the other lows. So more accumulation confirmed. So maybe they're going to pivot it here. Yeah, nice uptrend. It's been going on. I mean, at least since January, like 1 year uptrend, really. Yeah. Small caps might have a good year. They really could, especially if we pivot soon, start running again. We just got to overtake 234, 244, the old all-time high. Remember from 2021? Price discovery would be great. It'd be long overdue, I would think, but again, over a third of these companies don't make any money quarterly. They always lose. Always. Let's just look at that real quick. Remember NanoX Imaging? Was up 30+%. Saw its highest price since July. This is an active trade setup because it was too perfect, man. You just cannot ignore stuff like this. These are the dreams. The 1, the 2, the 3. The 3 is like that big pump and dump, and then the M shape develops, and then positive price action correlation. The whole reason for publishing this was this right here, that spring back test a couple days before Christmas, 646. That's positive price action. That's one of your most reliable technical indicators. And a huge pump off of that. So this has just begun if it's going to play out. I mean, I'm talking 1465 eventually, man. So fantastic. Hype in the chat. Currently an active trade setup with not complete, a lot more upside. If you're patient, it might be down 5-10% tomorrow. Who cares? Hanging on, man, for the ride. Okay, so yeah, Unity was a request. Just knock this out real quick. Unity. Pretty bad, but hey, you know what's happening? Pretty decent request because, well, it's up 9% today. That's probably why, but it's interesting. This old swing low from November 2022. What are they doing? They've recaptured it. They're now reconfirming its validity as support again. That's good price action for now. Is there an M shape? Yep. Would have been formal. Would have been some sort of crab pattern that only hit a 1414. X, A, B, C, and then D was a 1,414. But yeah, I guess if you know, it sucks it's up 9% today, but anything above 2150 is good. Anything, I mean, really the big level is 29 to $30. It's a big support resistance. Yeah, this one's okay. Maybe they're reversing the trend. Higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, highest low. Some hidden bullish divergence there. The problem is right where it is. Like normally a trading range is like, hey, we know without a shadow of a doubt, like Ravencoin, oh yeah, we know the upside. Synapse Coin, we know the upside. Here it's a little more controversial because it's like, well, it could hit this 24.77 in reverse. It could hit $29, $30, and that could be it. Those could be big levels where there's supply, there's controversy. Now we know above 30, it's kind of straight up to $42, $41.89. Dang, dude, Georgia is done. It's over. I mean, 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Notre Dame has the ball. This game's over, dude. Money, money.
Hey Mitch, I'm in the UK and want to join the Patreon, but can't access some trade setups, like ACE/USDT on KuCoin. Is it still worth joining? Cheers.
Well, Elias, man, I try to make it really clear. Like, you are not joining. I mean, yes, any people can join because I post trade setups, you know, in the Citadel Patreon. But it's like, those are just the fish that I give, right? I'm trying to help you invest in yourself and become self-sufficient to where you don't need me to identify and construct your own trading plan. That's what the Citadel Patreon's about. And really, even above that, it's like, hey, dude, I don't accept money from sponsors. I don't monetize on YouTube. I'm 100% crowdsourced. So it's like, hey, you're like saying, when you join the Patreon, I just want you to keep streaming, man. Just keep showing up and providing the value that I think you provide. Because not everyone's going to think I provide value, but some people do. Some people in the Patreon, 7 years, dude. Okay, so there are people that do find value in what I try to do here, so and what my team helps me do. So there are more trade setups than just Ace Coin, that's for sure. So hopefully that answers your question. All right, that's your Unity. It's like, sure, 2150, stop loss below 2150, then 2120, whatever.
Anonymous tipped $25. Hey Mitch, can we take a look at KSM? Thanks.
Anonymous, thanks for the 25. We will look at KSM, sure thing. Magnesium Miracle said, just started your 4th month. You believe it's worth it? Well, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Thank you for supporting what I'm doing right now. This is what you're really supporting. This right here. Okay? Because no one else will. It's just y'all. Okay. So, man, it's all right. It's doing stuff. It's above the 200 moving average again. That's nice. Dang, man, he had a golden cross. November 27th. You get golden crosses, right? Then death crosses. Long-term downtrend. One other thing I could maybe look at is supply line. Ooh, there you go. So you got to break that supply line. 1 and 2 anchor point, and then the 3rd anchor point. Pretty much confluent with that $29 level. So you gotta break a lot of stuff to see some huge upside potential. But maybe a good start. 200, you're above the 200 and the 50. You tested the 50 as well as that swing low. So, best I can do on this one. Okay. Let's see. Gotta get the formal request real quick. Hosky. Gotta look at Hosky. Remember, there's a minimum criteria. Hosky coin on X, I guess. Well, I mean, it's up 30% today. It's a new day. It's up 30% on the new day. I don't know what to do here. I mean, all I could have done was looked at scrub time scales. Scrub time scales and been like, all right, maybe there's a bottoming base they're trying to put in. and they recaptured it. It was tougher, man. That would have been real tough. Blew up. All I can tell you is you're nearing a level, right? That's your old all-time high candle close on the 4 hour. That's about it. And then if they ever broke that, probably here, but there's nothing I can do. When you request something like this, Anonymous, long targets, it's 346,000. It's most likely, and we could do Fibonacci too if you want. You know, 886 is 502,000. 786 is 458,000. 459,000. Yeah, it's either, if you're talking about without Fibonacci, it's just 346K, 549K. That's about it, man. That's your S coin, dude. Let's go spoon, dude. The Digital Transformation ETF. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But back at that heart line. We overshot. Look at this beautiful channel here. And still above the 200. No edge on the daily, or on the, excuse me, on the 4 hour, really. No, like, a lot of negative Momo. Gap fills. Not, you know, 13, 20. I don't really see a structure here, you know. All I can say is maybe the heart line's being tested and defended, and that's about it, really. Yeah, I don't think I can use the framework here to construct a trading plan. No confirmation lows. Only thing I could say is maybe just this one. Yeah, this level, this 1483 up to, it's a little zone there, 1483 to 1512. If you can break that, you might have a good shot of some more upside, but then you got to go to 1632 and break that. And if you break that, that's when you're probably going to 1960 again. But yeah, there's definitely a level, you know, where they're trying to defend it, and that's about all I can give you on this one. They're trying to defend. Not anything there, really. I mean, maybe hidden bullish divergence on the 12 hour. It's a lot of negative momentum, man.
I think Michael Saylor was crypto hoarder.
Oh, yeah? Is that what you're going to tell your grandkids? Harry Contrarian, thank you for the 10 super chat. Maybe he is. I don't know if he was, though. He had invited me to the Bitcoin party, the New Year's party. Oh man, Georgia's imploding. What a beatdown, man. NIL, all that stuff. Saban retiring. It's a new era, that's for sure. Well, whatever. Carson Beck opting out. I mean, he's injured. Yeah, that's the game. That's the game now. If you're right here and you're going to defend that level, it's easy. 1632. We don't know. You got to break that, and then you might have a much easier run to 1960 again. Okay. CXAIE. I mean, almost a million volume. So this request from Mac is like, hey dude, it's kind of a little bit like 1, 2, 3 now. It's like M shape, 100% M shape, type 2 return maybe, you know, I guess. This is gonna be trickier. See, it's like that. You got the M shape. Yeah. And then you got a type 1, you got a type 2. It's like an Adam and Eve double bottom maybe. This other level, the swing low, swing high, swing high, swing high, swing high. A swing low. I like that. That's some positive price action correlation to 161. Very interesting. Again, this is all for education purposes here. I mean, that's... There could be some serious upside here. Easy. Your stop loss 150. That's a lot of downside. But yeah, like that's what I like right here. What's going on? You see that? That right there. It's been resistance. It's been a support reversal for a minute. That's interesting. I mean, your upside could be crazy here. Really could be. You could ignore this wick too, go with the candle close, and it looks a lot better. But yeah, you're kind of onto something. I mean, right? That's you're 558. Straight down, up, down, straight up would be your target. Wow, nice request. Don't think I'm gonna post a formal setup on it, but I will publish, or I will post it just for people to see. Not bad, dude. Good request. No, that was Matt. Thank you, dude. Anonymous wanted KSM. Sure. KSM. This one, well, there's a lot of stuff here. A lot, yeah. I mean, if they can defend this successfully, they're trying to. It could be all right. Maybe it's like a bullish consolidation structure. Yeah, that's kind of what it is, right? Kind of reminds me of Solana. I guess anything above $29 is good for KSM. Yep, that's that September 2020 low, right, where you saw what happened. It was the first first manufactured level ever on this chart. Okay, that's what's being tested and held right now. And they ran it up to $50, and then dumped, violated it, but then they recaptured it, and then it ran back up, and then it was gone, and then it came back. And it was resistance before. It was support. It was support. It was support before it ran up to 50. Once it broke this level, crazy run. So if you can hold above $30 long enough, that's your breakout point. But man, there's just so much. Yeah, $50 would be your target if it was going to hold $30 long enough. Okay, nice bullish pin bar on the 20th of December that is still very valid as a reversal. Moderate retrace in the previous low to high. A 61% retrace. Not the best, not the worst. Okay. Let's get Tesla real quick. Big dump. Yikes. Once they broke that 400, 411 level. Yeah, not surprising at all. It's up 0.9% after hours. Huge negative momentum. Yeah, whatever this dumps, it's going to make a higher low than previous low, pivot and run again. And it will eventually see $500. Probably $600 when it's all said and done. Yeah, this thing is in a roaring uptrend. Do not forget it. They're going to be corrections. This thing could go all the way back down to like 320, 313 and still be phenomenal. Just buying opportunities. NVIDIA, on the other hand, is very interesting because it's showing this. Okay, the completion of the 3 falling peaks is there. It's completed. But remember, just because patterns complete doesn't mean it's certain that they are going to dump, even if they're bearish, inherently bearish structures. I think this thing, if the buyers could take out 141, I think you're on to a huge markup to all-time highs. And we've seen failed bearish structures a lot on Ethereum, or on NVIDIA, excuse me. So that's your breaking point. Above 142, I would think, and really above 146. And like, yeah, this, I mean, if it did, things got violated and this thing was going to break upward, which it could. 160 would be your target, 168. So far, the sellers have not been able to do much on the new year. It's up 3% today. We'll see if this continues. Everyone should have their alert set up around 141. You hear that beep? Good things are happening to NVIDIA. Yeah, your make or break time. This is the structure of consolidation is complete. So we know we have impending resolution, right? Not impending price action to the downside or upside. Resolution, meaning one or the other. And on something like Nvidia, right, largest market cap asset, you know, one of them anyway, money making machine, monopoly on GPUs, like you cannot be surprised if this resolved upward, okay? You just can't. So keep an open mind and an open heart on this. It doesn't just mean you're gonna dump to 118. It could very well pump equally where it was gonna be 118. It could be 160. So keep monitoring this, because this is a huge market driver that will dictate a lot of semiconductors and where they're going next. Okay. Yeah, Christopher, you're right, man. Holy crap. All right, chat. Well, gumming.
Roger Mitchell tipped $26.98. Thank you for the streams. Been following for some years. Can we check Gomining/USD? Happy New Year's, 0.1303200000 Sol.
Roger Mitchell, thank you so much, dude, for the nearly $27 of Solana crypto contribution. Go mining, I thought it was like Gomining. The Gomining coin. Oh, on Bitfinex only, maybe? Nah. Got an exchange. I'll just do MEX, I guess. Had decent data there. Go mining. I mean, you're nearing the end of the road. I mean, like, you're starting to push your luck here. This is insane. Yeah, I got nothing to say, man. Like, great that it's up and it's been doing this, but what can I do as a swing trader, right? Can I apply the framework that is taught here? You said you've been watching years, right? What can I really do to provide value on this asset? I can't. All I could do is like maybe do some fib extensions for you. Look what it did. It topped out at the 1272 fib extension, 55.9 cents. If it was going to hold above 45 cents long enough, we definitely would want to see a back test to that level, right? It was resistance. Why would they not flip it to support to confirm its validity? They probably would. But if they don't, okay, back to 55.9, 61.7 cents to 144, and the golden mean ratio be 70 cents. That's all I got, man. That's all you can do up here. Couple with handle, man? Sure, couple with handle, man. Measure move probably around the 1618, if not a little higher. All right. Yeah, you're just kind of testing your luck here on a very extended run. Maybe there's a good channel. Look at that. Yeah, really nice little channel there, I guess. Something like that. Okay, that means, okay, come back down to 45 cents first. Hold it, hold the demand line, and then run again to that 1414, which will be back at the top of the channel, I guess. That's all I can do. Thank you, Roger. All right, chat. So, been live over an hour and 15 minutes or so. So I'm gonna get out of here. Just a normal day. Whatever. So let's see if we could get to 98,250, 99K, the adequate targets, the real targets. You're just a little low. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw it. Even if we reverse there violently, that is the target area, whether we get there or not. All right, a little more upside. So thanks for coming out. Thanks for likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. But real quick. Big shout out to some new Citadel members, patrons. Upgrade, thank you so much for joining the Citadel. First month, everything new. Cetra, thank you for renewing. The second month means everything. Chalet, thank you for the 2 months continued support. That renewal is amazing. Emanian, thank you for the 3 months continued support in the Citadel. Chris G, thank you for joining the Patreon, dudes. Crypto Ghost, thank you so much for the 2 years, the 24 months continued support. Let's get some freaking Will Be. Thank you for joining for the first time ever today.
Sharknado tipped $25. Buru keeps showing on CNBC ticker, so I looked and whoa.
Oh yeah, Buru, Boras, Ryu or something. Nuburu. I mean, it's awful, like, terrible, dude. I don't give a crap what this thing does. Oh, it's up 20% today. Who cares? You can't even tell. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm good, man. Like, let it dump 20% tomorrow. I wouldn't do anything. I wouldn't touch this. I got nothing to say. I got nothing, dude. I don't touch crap like this, really. Oh, well, look at that. Oh, I go to the daily and you have more data. Whoa. All right, man. Okay. Is this how we're going to do it? If it's above 39 to 52 cents, I guess you got upside to 152 to 176. I guess. That's it. All right, see at 152 or at 40 cents. Hive in the chat. Thank you, Sharknado. How about that? Nox, man. That nano insanity. All right, chat. We got confidence 98,250 to 99K minimum, just to test it and get obliterated. Just to test it and pull back mildly to put in a very real high or low before we test it again and smash through it and run all the way up to 108 again. Oh man, you gotta think about. I just going out on a limb here. Is 108,300 the cycle top? Man, I don't. Probably not, man. It's probably not. Like it, and I'm saying that now. And give me 2 months, 3 months, 4, 6 months. It's probably not over. Bitcoin's top is not 108,300. Long term, it's probably this cycle. It's probably not over. Oh my! Oh, MicroStrategy. Let's look at it. Sure, why not? Oof, can't catch any breaks, can it? I mean, up 3.59%, but I can't tell. Well, something good happened today. This is very interesting. Technical Japanese candlestick. That is a bullish inside doji star. That is not a bad candle. That very well, that's potential reversal candle. Just saying. I would not ignore that. It's a very interesting candle. Okay, everything contained within the previous body. And it's a doji now. Let's see, because there's a gap unfilled at 330. And if Bitcoin goes up to 99K or plus, that's going to fill. And hopefully it'll be with this interesting little Japanese candle here. Bullish inside doji bar star. All right, that's it. So let's see where the dust settles. I'll have in the chat for some altcoin setups that have developed rather rapidly. I'll be back. Until next time, respect the TA.
Gentlemen in the mix.